water, earth, fire. After Avatar Korra had passed away, the mantle of the Avatar was given to another Avatar, Avatar Genji. He, in a desperate attempt to end the conflict between benders and non-benders, he started a process to make everyone a bender. However, when bending protesters caught wind of this, and they saw this as an opportunity to rid the world of bending altogether. They disrupted the process that would make everybody a bender, and used it to make everybody a non-bender. Avatar Genji had left, not being able to cope with his failure. However, several years later, it was discovered that a child with the ability to glow was discovered in Japan. This was the start of quirks. Soon, the world of bending was forgotten, and the world of quirks started. Even though quirks were introduced and bending had disappeared, the Avatar would not disappear, and a new Avatar would take up the mantle, in the form of Izuku Midoriya. Previously on What If Deku Was the Avatar, Deku became the 9th successor of One For All due to his valor during the USJ incident. However, One For All somehow was able to reawaken the connection to the Avatar cycle's past lives. This is where Izuku had a dream where he met Korra for the first time. Or was it a dream? A little while later, the sports festival happened. Izuku dominated most of the activities, including the battle tournament, where he inspired Todoroki to use his left side, and to not see it as his father's power, but as his own. And he defeated his lifelong rival, Bakugo Katsuki. And with that, Izuku took the first place. However, it wasn't all sunshine and rainbows. Lida had gotten a phone call from his mother that his brother had been attacked. The crowd was roaring, cheering Izuku's name as he stood at the first place podium at the UA Sports Festival. He was later congratulated by all of his classmates, except for Tenya Ida, who had seemingly gone missing. He would meet up with Tenya later to find out that his brother had been attacked by the hero killer Stain and severely crippled, and it was likely that he would never walk again, meaning he would have to retire much earlier than intended. Izuku and Ochako gave their condolences. The next day, everybody had to check for their internships. Everyone in Class 1A had gotten internships, including Bakugo, Deku, and Todoroki. As in canon, they did not, as they were being a bit difficult. Aizawa then tells everybody that they have to pick their hero names. Deku decided to stay as Deku. The in-story reason is the same as in canon. The outer story reason is that I could not find a better name. I used Google Translate to find a translator for elements, and I got Yoso. And I was like, do I need to complicate stuff and just make up... Thank you, background noise. Anyway, I'm not going to be changing Deku's name, so we can just skip this part. Due to Deku receiving One For All, he is going to the city of Hosu to train with Gran Torino. And due to the USJ kind of damaging his outfit, he decides to get an upgraded one. It was designed by this agency called Benjamin Legal. I don't know who that is. It's probably not really important. So everything plays out as in canon, until the day where Izuku is supposed to leave. That night, he had another dream similar to before the UA Sports Festival. You need to work on controlling your anger, Deku, said Korra. I know. If you hadn't saved me earlier, I probably would have lost the sports festival before it even got started. Yes, that's probably true, but that's not the only reason you need to work on controlling your anger. The Avatar state is what broke you out of Shinzo's mind control. The Avatar state? You know, the glowing eyes? Yeah, I've gone to the Avatar state more than once by now, haven't I? You have, but you haven't really been able to control it, have you? Not exactly. I just start feeling very intense, and then it just happens. Then, when I feel normal again, I barely remember the events at all. I've heard of similar cases, especially with my predecessor, Avatar Aang. The Avatar state is the collection of the past lives, power, and knowledge given to the current user. However, there is a downside to this. If you are killed in the Avatar state, the Avatar will cease to exist. What do you mean? When you die, you will be reincarnated as the next avatar. However, if the avatar cycle is broken, this will not come to pass. How do I control the avatar state? I don't know. It just clicks for some people. One day it'll just click for you. Yeah, that's very helpful. Yeah, I know. I dealt with people giving me vague answers all my life. It wasn't really helpful. It was really annoying. However, you will find the answer, and it will come when you need it most. And with that, Izuku woke up. Oh crap, I'm late, said Izuku. He made it to the train station on time, and was scolded by Ida for being late. Midoriya realized that Ida was going to the city of Hosu as well. At first, he thought it as a fun coincidence that he and Ida were going to the same city. But then he realized the city of Hosu is where Ida's brother was attacked by Stain. Ida, I trust you. What? You know what I mean, Ida. And Izuku walked off. Ida was confused, but then realized what Izuku meant. Ida second-guessed if his plan was really just. Later, Izuku would walk into the house to find a old man on the floor, seemingly covered in blood. Oh my god, he's dead. He's dead. Oh shoot.
I'm not dead,
said Gran Torino as he shot his head up. Oh, well, hi, I'm Izuku Midoriya. All Might called me and said,
Toshi?
Izuku was confused and was slowly starting to become more uncomfortable by the minute, wondering if he was in the right place. Until Gran Torino took a look at his bag. Why don't you try firing a one-for-all attack at me? Said Gran Torino in a now seemingly more menacing tone. Okay, I don't know what's going on, but I can't afford to waste my limited free time to train, so I'm going to head out. Gran Torino instantly shot around the room and stuck himself to the ceiling. It's time to show me what you can do. Izuku was shocked. Was this the same man that confused him for All Might just a few seconds ago? I saw you on television. You had a powerful quirk, and One for All seemingly made it much better. However, you weren't always in control, were you? It's as if someone was guiding you, wasn't it? How much do you know? Said Izuku, skeptical. I know enough, kid, so put your suit on. Your training begins now. Several miles away, All Might was seen, with chills running down his spine. It's already started, hasn't it? Forgive me, young Midoriya. How much has he taught you? Said Gran Torino. Not much. I just got this power recently. Obviously. Now show me what you got. Gran Torino shot around the room. Midoriya decided to shoot airbending as it would be the least destructive, and then used said airbending to bounce around the walls to follow Gran Torino. Gran Torino dodged and kicked Izuku in the back. You're too stiff, kid. Izuku was surprised that this old man was beating him up. No wonder All Might was scared of this guy. Of course he's powerful. This is the person that the #1 hero is still afraid of to this day. They went on for hours non-stop, with Izuku getting folded. Once they were done, Gran Torino said, You weren't able to land a single hit on me, kid. I know. You have other powers such as shooting fire and throwing rocks. Explain your quirk to me. Well, using certain movements, I can control the elements. Using martial arts, I can use fire. Using fluid movements, I can control water. And using a sort of acrobatics, I can control air. And to control Earth, I use more stubborn movements. Kid, let me tell you something. I'm not sure if you know by now. By that power, it's similar to that of the Avatar. You know about the Avatar? Said Deku, very shocked. By your shock, I assume you do too. How do you know about the Avatar? Said Deku. I was a part of a group called the Order of the White Lotus. However, when I joined, the organization quickly fell apart. What was the White Lotus? In ancient times, the White Lotus was a group that helped the Avatar maintain peace. And if you know about the Avatar, I don't think I need to inform you about the legends of Genji. No, I've been informed. Informed? By who? I don't know if you'll believe me, but Avatar Korra. Torino looked shocked. How is that possible? The Avatar cycle was disrupted, forcing future avatars to not be able to talk to their predecessors. I think One for All had something to do with it. That is the only logical conclusion. Have you ever talked to Avatar Genji? No, just Korra. That's odd. How the Avatar has the right to talk to all of their past lives. One who they mainly talk to is their previous life. I don't know why Genji hasn't talked to me yet. Korra says he may feel like a failure and doesn't want to talk to me. Another wet blanket. Well, what? Get it? Enough about the predecessors of the Avatar. Has this allowed you to talk to any of the previous holders of One for All? No, but I think I might be able to run into them. Alright then. Since you are now worn out, spend the rest of this afternoon meditating. Meditating? What's that gonna do? It'll help you get in touch with your past lives easier. Now I'm going to make dinner. Well, wait! Gran Torino had already left the room. Izuku had a lot to think about, so he just obeyed Gran Torino and started meditating. Hello there. He heard a unfamiliar voice. He opened his eyes to see a woman that had similar hair to his mother. Who are you? I am Nana Shimura, All Might's master and the 7th wearer of One for All. I can talk to past users of One for All as well. While we may be all gone, our spirit still lives inside One for All. Meaning, pretty much yes. Well, that's very straightforward. Anyway, what am I supposed to do here? To be honest with you, kid, I'm not quite sure myself. Gran Torino just told me to meditate, and I expected to see Korra again, but found you instead. Well, all I really want to know is, what's One for All's deal? I kind of just got the quirk and then just got this crash course on how to use it. It's just my quirk, but more powerful. One for All is a stockpiling quirk that increases the user's power every time it's passed down, answered Nana. How did One for All come about? Why does it exist? A long time ago, when quirks just started to manifest, a villain by the name of All for One started to rise. This villain had the power to steal quirks. Izuku's jaw hit the floor. He could steal quirks? Yes, he could also give them. This is how he brainwashed his followers into believing they were following a just leader. All for One was seemingly unstoppable, but he had a weakness. A little brother. This little brother wanted nothing to do with All for One's plans. After years of trying to convince his little brother, All for One just gave him his quirk to hope that he would submit like all his other followers. All for One believed that his brother was quirkless, but this was untrue. He secretly had a quirk. This quirk was that it could be passed down to others. All for One gave his brother a stockpiling quirk. This quirk combines with the little brother's first to make One for All. All for One's been after this quirk ever since, because one day it'll be strong enough to defeat him. Defeat him? Didn't All Might already end him? If it was only that simple. All for One and One for All have a connection to each other, and you can sense when the other is active. All for One is still alive. I'm sorry to lay all of this on you like this. You have to pick up where we left off because we failed. If I wasn't ready for anything when All Might told me he wanted me to make me his successor, I wouldn't have taken his quirk. Nana was shocked by this answer. My dream was to become a hero like All Might. I know it's not all sunshine and rainbows like All Might makes it seem, but I was blessed with the power of One for All and my own quirk, so I'm going to do my best and go plus ultra. I can't believe Toshi was able to patent that. Oh, I don't really have much time left, so I wish you good luck, Izuku Midoriya. Tell All Might I said hi, by the way. Okay, I will. Izuku opened his eyes. Did you talk to Korra? No, I talked to a woman called Nana Shimura. Nana? Later, Tomura Shigaraki was saying, "Alright, let's be prepared for today's attack. We're gonna wipe that stupid hero killer from everyone's minds." Burgery's portal opened, revealing 3 Nomu. Ida Tenya was running around the alleyways looking for something. Or someone. He made his way to the alley to find Stain, the hero killer, but even more instantly was pinned down and stabbed in the arm. "You're just a child. What are you doing here, kid?" You crippled my brother, the pro hero, Ingenium." "Oh, you're here for revenge. That's not the making of a true hero. Did you even notice the bleeding out pro hero right next to you? You didn't even try and save him. You just went for me. Exactly what was your plan here? You, an experienced kid, probably still in high school, going up against the hero killer who's been killing heroes for years? Look what your drive for revenge has done. You're about to die, and it's all your fault. Stain raised his blade to go in for another stab, but a fire blast knocked Stain 4 feet back. What the hell? Stain quickly gathered himself back together to see who was standing at the alleyway who had knocked him back with such force. Ida, what the hell? I trusted you to not do anything stupid. Midoriya? Ah, another wannabe hero. I have time, so I'll kill you too. I won't let you hurt my friend, and you're not killing Native either. Oh, and who's gonna stop me? You? Yeah. Stain recognized such heroism. He only felt such a thing from All Might. I like that look in your eye, kid. Maybe you can become a real hero. Unfortunately, I can't let you get in my way. Izuku jumped in the air, using his airbending and firebending to keep Stain back from cutting him. Eventually, Stain was able to outmaneuver his blast and land a good slice on Izuku's arm. Ah! Screamed Izuku. Midoriya! Shouted Tenya. I'm fine, he just nicked me. But that's all it takes. Izuku wondered what Stain meant by this, as he licked the blood off his blade. Izuku instantly froze. I can't move! It must be his quirk. Right on the money, kid. Midoriya, was it? You will not interrupt my mission of removing fake heroes from the society. He was about to go in for a stabbing blow on Ida when a fire blast came out of nowhere. Stain jumped out of the way. What the hell? Midoriya, you really need to be more specific with your instructions. I almost didn't make it in time. He'd never been so happy to hear the monotone voice of Shoto Todoroki before. Shoto was able to move Izuku and Native out of the way of the hero killer and position them behind him. Todoroki instantly began a fight with Stain. Stain instantly went for an attack on Native. That's when Midoriya jumped up and grabbed Stain and threw him back. Darn it, he must have been Typo. Let me guess, your quirk is that you can stop people from moving by ingesting their blood. However, depending on their blood type, you can't control how long they stay still. You're smarter than you look, kid. Both Todoroki and Deku brawl it out. Todoroki supplies ice so Deku can use water bending to add to his arsenal. Stain was able to get the upper hand, but that's when Lida stepped in. Recipro! Burst! Making Stain go back a few feet. Despite this, Stain was able to get another shot at Ida. A strike at the head. For Izuku, the world stopped spinning. For a second, he saw how his friend was about to be killed by the hero killer. He had to stop him. He had to stop him fast. He instinctively bent Stain. Izuku was using his water bending to control the blood in Stain's body. Izuku was blood bending. Everyone was shocked. Izuku was horrified at what he was doing, but he couldn't stop even for a moment. So with his blood bending, he knocked out Stain. The students had won the day. Izuku didn't like how he won, though. Eventually, they caught up with the other pro heroes and stripped Stain of his weapons. It's revealed that the pro heroes had handled all of the Nomus, with the help of Endeavor. Just as everyone was about to relax, Deku was Jurassic Parked by a Nomu and was being taken away. Izuku tried using firebending, but it wasn't effective on the Nomu. This is when Stain woke up, ran, and went and killed the Nomu. All of you aren't real heroes. You're all fake. You're all false idols. I won't let any of you kill me. I want any of you to bring me in. That is his job. I will only let one man put a stop to me. I will only let All Might destroy me. Everybody was frozen. Even the pros were too afraid to move. No one could move until Stain hit the floor. A broken rib from Tenya's Recipro burst had broke his rib, and said rib had punctured his lung. So he had to be admitted to a hospital. The next day, the heroes were scolded and told to ensure that they didn't get in any legal trouble. Endeavor would take all the credit for Stain's arrest. Seeing as this was their only option, they agreed. Everyone headed back to school and was told that they were going to have their final exam soon. After the written portion of the test, the students were possessed with the idea that robots would be their opponents for the final exam. This was where they were proven wrong. Originally, yes, it was supposed to be robots that were supposed to give you your test. However, we as a faculty decided to change things up a bit. Your task will be to defeat one of these pro heroes in a team of 2. Next time on What If Deku Was the Avatar.